quickly. I'm so sorry about it. But okay, addressing the issue of Samoneta, how do you tell with your friends? Why is the reason why Samoneta has not been allowed to broadcast on our platform?
Well, now I will answer that question, because if I don't, it will be as if there is anything I'm hiding. Now listen. When William as well gave instruction that Simon Epka should be given a slot, and I repeat the word, a slot on Radio Biafra to broadcast like Mazi is broadcasting here today, a slot like Jonathan will broadcast, a slot like Ike Peters will do, a slot like our Malaysia coordinator, a slot like Kitch, all of them. A slot. And then we said, first of all, that instruction came from Oyindu to Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor delivered that message properly, in the sense that he delivered to the leadership. But then he went ahead and also passed that message to Master Simon Epka himself. Now, we have a head of Department of Media, like we have departments under the EOS, and they all have heads that are heading them. The information that was given, the message from Oyindu that was given to us by Barrister Ejiofor was given not to Mazi or former directly, because the time difference between Australia and where he is and here was different. So probably he was still sleeping. But that message was given to one of us in the DOS, and we were waiting for Mazi Chinas and who received that message from Mazi, from Barrister, to wait for Barrister for a former to get up for him to give him that information, so that a former will follow it up as we follow our procedures. But before we know it, that information was already in the public through our brother Mazi Simon, who announced it already, and the confusion began. First of all, that was contrary to our procedures, but that was not the issue. We overlooked it. And then a meeting was called. A meeting was called where the head of media was there, and some other two people were there, or three. And myself, as head of directorate, I came to witness how the discussion will go. And in that discussion, after they told Simon that yes, Oyindu gave this instruction, but of course these things normally should have followed that procedure. But let's forget it now. If you are going to be part of this broadcasting, or if you are going to be given a slot to broadcast, there are procedures. There are documents that you need to sign. Document of rules and regulations guiding the media department, the undertaking that every principal officer signs, both those in the media, and of course our code of conduct, that these documents will remain available to him, and for him to look to it and sign. Simon said, no, he would not sign. He said he will not sign, and the word he used is a word that actually, honestly, I didn't want to talk about this issue. That's why I've avoided it. But now that he raised it, I'm going to answer it, and I'm answering it truthfully. And the word Simon used in that meeting was, if we, IPOB, cannot hand him over Radio Biafra, then we should forget it. He will not sign. Hand over Radio Biafra to you? For what? As who? And everybody was quiet. And we were thinking ahead. Did he say that or he didn't say it? He told us that there is a crisis in IPOB. He has come to do what? To solve the problem in IPOB. Okay. All this, as far as I'm concerned, was nothing really. And we went further to say, Abraham was also in that because Abraham is European rep. And Simon, where Simon resides in Finland, is under the authority of the European rep. So he was in that meeting. And a former said that, okay, don't worry, you will think over it, because you may be in a hurry to say something, but we will pass these documents to him to forward to you, so that you, at your quiet time, you look at it and then do what? And decide. He said, don't send anything to me, to anybody. He will not sign. And then we said, okay, that's your decision. We will pass the message back to Onyendu. We passed the message back to Onyendu, and Onyendu didn't give us any counter instruction that we must overrule our principles. We must overrule our rules to accommodate that situation. So, and we know that is fine with our leader. And up till now, that has not changed. And that is going to be my answer to that question. And I hope that answered your question very well. Very well.
There's still more calls, but I think we've stretched it enough. And
I will take one more. I will take one more question, and I will call it a day. Of course, I'll let you rest, Mazi. Just one more question, and then we will call it a day. Please, if there is any comment, if not, then let me know. I will close.
Okay. Not coming through yet.
All right, now let's leave it. Mazi Alozie, you have done great, wonderfully well. Great Biafrans, I appreciate your time that we have spent here. This is 1 hour, 37 minutes, going to almost 1 hour, 40 minutes. I have, that's the longest time I've been broadcasting. Because I'm not telling you, so people must not compare me with Wachineke, because he has a different energy, he has a different spirit. It is even when people begin to use the pedestal that ONU has established to compare those of us who are working. It can never be. There can never be two Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There can never be two captains in a ship. Therefore, we are working in the directorate in accordance, in agreement with him, with his spirit, and with his physical instructions. I thank all of you for this very evening. Like I said, going forward, I will, going forward, make available time once I come on air to be able to take questions from people. And somebody, this is our last brother, was complaining that I'm coming once a week on air. My brother, you're right. Sometimes I come once a week, but there is no second or see members of BOS coming on air to speak. These are a team. We have a team. We have a team in the BOS. If that Mazi didn't come, does not mean that what they are saying is not in agreement with what the BOS is in. So I may come. Even today, I know that some of us, or even yesterday, I know that some of BOS members were on air. And tomorrow, there will be more members of BOS coming on air. Some of these matters that they interact with, or they talk about on air, these things are issues that BOS is aware of. And so I will, in my little effort, continue to at least make sure that I come on air as and when the need arises to speak to our people, and then to give them proper directions on what to be done going forward. I appreciate you, Mazi Alozie, for this evening, and I appreciate great Biafrans all over the world. You are really wonderful, and all the national leadership that we have in every country, all the zonal leadership we have in all zones, all the state leadership we have in every state, all the unit leadership we have. Please, you must not allow yourself to be distracted. A great work, a great burden is on our shoulders, each and every one of us. We must show loyalty to the leader of this movement. There will not be a second leader for IPOB. There is no vacuum in IPOB. There is no autopilot function in IPOB. The leader of this great movement is Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Amadike One, the supreme leader of IPOB. He is with us. He is not physically with us, of course, but he is in charge and we will be working because our spirit is the same with his own. We will be giving orders and instructions according as he has trained us for 9 years and counting. And my prayer is that Chukwuemeka shall also let his spirit pour upon all of you, that you will have that spiritual eye to discern when the enemy is knocking or looking around the corner, looking for whom to deceive, looking for whom to, distract. Don't let yourself be distracted. We, the DOS, have no other objective. We have no other agenda apart from the two agendas that I've said here. The short-term agenda is to ensure that the safety of Onyendu is in fact, and that his well-being is not jeopardized, and that he rejoins us sooner than later. And of course, the ultimate objective and agenda of this DOS is to work with Onyendu and help him and assist him in ensuring that the kingdom of heaven, the restored, independent, and sovereign Biafra nation becomes a reality in our life. And with that, I will say again, with all the love in my heart, with all the love that I have, I will tell you that Biafra is not just our identity. Biafra is our heritage. And when it is our heritage, we must ensure that that heritage that has been taken away from us is brought back. It is brought back not for us alone, but for our children. It is brought back not for our children alone, but for generations